you ever kill someone as a made man?
Well, Patrick, let me tell you this. I learned a lot of things from my father. And one of the things he taught me early on that was very helpful to me, he said, Michael, if you and I committed a crime, no matter what it was, he said, 1 minute after we commit that crime, if you ask me about it, I'm gonna say, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Taught me that. As a result, I never got caught on a tape. I always knew when to keep my mouth shut. In all due respect to Sammy, he doesn't know what I did or I didn't do. That's number one. Number two, I don't have immunity for the things that I did in my life. None. I don't have any immunity. If I did or I did not, I wouldn't be talking about it no matter what. So, but I will tell you this. When I took that oath, I earned it. And throughout my years in that life, when I was told to do something, I did it. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I don't expect you to say anything that would harm you or put you in prison. But one time you said that certain people talked about you, said things. So keeping your mouth shut is a good quality. John should have had that quality, to keep his mouth shut. He didn't. I don't knock you for that. But I answer you that that's why some of these people may be complaining or saying something about you. Because maybe they feel you haven't. And they're not cops, they're street people. They have vast knowledge of who did what. I don't have those same people knocking me. I told the truth, whatever it is, however the cards fall. And if you did, more power to you. I'm not the guy who's knocking you, and I think you know that.
I do.
But what I say is that if these people who are supposed to know, when it comes to that, and if they didn't know, then you got in under false pretenses. You did it. I'm gonna give you that. I'm not gonna call you a liar. But then they didn't do their homework because they put you in before somebody else. That's not an answer to an administration.
But Sammy, you're assuming that it never happened, and what I'm saying
I'm not assuming anything. I'm assuming
you
that...
just said, wait a minute. You just said they put me in under false pretenses. How do you know that? As a matter,
I'll tell you what.
No, let me tell you something. If you didn't talk about what you did, I'd never know it. You didn't go around bragging to people before circumstances changed in your life. Hey, I did this, I did that, I killed this guy. I never heard that on the street. Let me finish. I always heard you were a tough guy, a stand-up guy, but I never heard about specifically what you did because I don't think you talked about it. And other people shouldn't have been talking about it then too. The same way, whatever I did, I'm not talking about it. And if anybody else is talking about it, they shouldn't be.
I get that. I get that. And you're right. I didn't talk about my crimes with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But a boss, an administration, I was the underboss. A boss, an underboss, and a consigliere has to know these things. According to the Cosa Nostra rules, they must know. That's why we pass a name around. When you get made, your name went to every 4 to 5 families.
That's right.
Michael Franzese is going to be made. The boss, the underboss, the consigliere, give it to the caporegimes. Caporegimes give it to some of the crew members who are made. So that anybody who knows anything about you could put in, this is what he did. We don't want him to be made.
That's right.
Or, this is what he is. Sammy was a street guy, I know everything he did. I don't have no proof of what he did, but I know what he is. I know when he got arrested. I know how he conducted himself many, many times. So it's not every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and I agree with you. If we killed somebody and somebody else was supposed to get rid of the body, I don't even ask him. Is it gone? Yeah. I don't ask him, where did you bury it? That's why they can't find Jimmy Hoffa and so many people. Because we're tight-mounted when it comes to that. But there is people who know that he's dead. And there is people who know who killed him and where they buried him. Right. That's a necessity. And here's how it's a necessity. That FBI agent, Donnie Brasco, they didn't ask those questions. And what happened? It destroyed half of the Gravano family. People went to prison because we did not know who the fuck he was, where he came from, what he did. So it makes it a necessity to know.
And I agree with everything you said, sir.
Okay, good. And if you don't say you did anything and you want to keep that secret, that's okay with me, even as the underboss. But my decision would be no. If you want Michael Franzese made, I don't know anything negative about him. Let's put him on the side until his turn comes.
That's if you had no idea what I did or what I didn't do.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So
What I'm saying, that's my job to know.
Let me just clarify. So you're saying that if my name was passed around to all 5 families, which it was, we know that, and I got made, then they must have made a decision to make me for the right reasons.
The decision, in my opinion, and what I heard, was because your father, Sonny Franzese, who was the underboss, who was wrongly convicted on something, wanted to do him a favor. So you could take care of your father's businesses or business transactions or money on the street. Not just an associate, but a made member, which would give you the power that an associate don't have. So they did that.